Hi guys, welcome back. How are you all doing? A new day, a new video. My thumbnail might have already told you what are we going to talk about today. It's about two simple and easy ways for you to sound like a native speaker, sound more like a native speaker. So without any further ado in the video, let's jump in and see what are those two ways. Let's see how to sound more like British in two simple ways. So the first step or the first way is to know the British vocabulary because first of all guys, the accent I'm speaking now is the normal one that I usually do, because if I am going to do a video entirely in British accent, you will find me very conscious in using the words or in pronouncing it. So I'm doing it in the normal way, but I'll just explain the ways in how we can sound more like a British or like a native speaker. So the first way is just like I said, it's knowing the British vocabulary, because British vocabulary is different. Some words are used in a different way, or said in a totally different way. For example, this vegetable is pronounced or said as brinjal in India. Like we call this as brinjal. In the US they call this as eggplant, and in the British, in the UK, they call this as aubergine. They don't call this as brinjal or eggplant. They call this as aubergine. So that is a totally different vocabulary. So in some other words, like for example this one, this thing is called as a pavement in the US. We also call this as a pavement, right? We call this as a pavement or a pathway or a pathway. Like in the US they call this as a pathway, or we call this as a pathway. So in the British they call this as a sidewalk. It's very obvious, something on the side of the road where you walk instead of driving or riding. So it's an obvious word, it's a sidewalk. Now the second way or the second method to learn or to sound more like British is the most important step to note, because this is about understanding the sounds in the words. It's very important, the usage or the pronunciation of the sounds of particular letters, which which will make you sound more like a native speaker. So the sounds of T, R and A. So these are the three letters we have to keep in mind. I mean the sounds of these three letters, that is A, R and T. So it's generally called as the sound of art because it's A-R-T. So to know or to sound like a British or a native speaker, you need to understand the sound of art. The way the letter A sounds in the words of a native speaker, I mean in the accent of a native speaker, is totally, or it's very different from the way it sounds in an American accent, or in an Indian accent, or in an Australian accent. It's completely different. To be okay, let me put it straight. For example, let's consider this word. Now this word is pronounced as castle in the US, or in India as well, or in Australia also they pronounce this as castle. But in the UK, note the pronunciation, note the sound of A in this word. They pronounce this as castle. Castle. It's not castle, it's castle. So the A is extended, it's prolonged. Okay, it's now this accent of Britain is called as the King's accent or the Queen's accent. It comes from the the southern part of England. So it's a very royal form. So this is called, or this is pronounced as castle, where the sound of A is very predominant in this word. Okay, it's prolonged, it's extended. So that's how the sound of A differs from different accents. So the next sound to be noted is the sound of R. So now this is very obvious, like we know like how UK, the British accent and the American accent majorly difference in the major difference lies in the pronunciation of the letter R, which is very important. Now for example, let's see which word. For example, this word, the most common word, that is water. water. We call this water. In India, we call this water. Now, in the US, they call this as water. Like the T is pronounced as D and the R is fully pronounced. The tongue is rolled and it's called as water. But in Britain or in the UK, they call this as water. Like the R is pronounced more like AH. It's the R sound, which comes from, the lower part of your throat. So it's called as water. AH sound instead of R sound. So it's water. Like the other similar words that comes under this is daughter, water. What else? There's so many things. And yeah, another good example, a different example is this word, which is commonly pronounced as car in India, and in the US they call this as car, which is again the R is rolled, it's car. But in the UK they call this as car. It's just car. It's not, the R is not even pronounced. It's just the A which is extended. The R is almost ignored. It's car. It's like KAA instead of CAR. So it's car. That's all. There's a car on the road. That's it. The letter T. Now this again it's quite different in almost every accent, because here in India we pronounce, if there are two T's in a word, we pronounce both the T's. Like for example, take this word. Now this word, we pronounce this as better in India. Like we divide this into two syllables, that is bet and ter. So we call this better. In the US they call this as better. Like they combine the T's into a D and they call this as better. And again the R is rolled and the general drill. So it's better in the US. But in the UK, this is called as better. Better. It's like both the T's are combined to form a single strong, a very rigid form of T, which is it's very firm. When you hear that, it's not better, it's better. Better. It's like a punch on the face. It's like a very strong form of T. So these are the easiest and the most important, because simple things are the most important things around us. So these are the two simple ways and the most important ways for you to sound more like British. One is to know the British vocabulary, which will help you to sound more like a native speaker. And the second thing is to know or to understand the sound of art, which is A, R and T, the letters A, R and T. So yeah, that's about this video, and I love doing this video because British English is, as I told you before, it's one of my favorite accents of English because it sounds really good. So I love doing this video. So that's all for today, guys. I hope this will be definitely useful for you if you are an ardent lover of English, and if you are a person who's keen in learning new things. I guess this will be helpful. For further videos, please stay tuned and subscribe to my channel and like this video if you really liked it. So until the next video, take care, stay home, stay safe, and goodbye.